This story is about an incredible person who used his talents to save the lives of many of his friends. Joe Rollino was a legend in the New York area who became a hero to many. He was an accomplished boxer, but was mostly known as the strongest man in the world. He was only 150 pounds at best, but his feats of strength were legendary. He would lift hundreds of pounds with his teeth or with a single finger. He could hold a long rod on his shoulders and lift numerous people at once. Bending steel and moving 3,200 pounds with his back were all part of his demonstrations. The man lived until 104 years old, and he didn't die of old age. He would walk daily and was tragically hit by a car while running morning errands. His greatest show of strength would come on a small island in the Pacific. Joe was a member of the 41st Infantry Division during World War II. His company was engaged in fierce fighting, and the outcome was uncertain. Every foot of ground the men captured came at great costs. Bullets and metal fragments filled the air, hitting many men in his unit. Joe began to look around and see his friends lay helpless on the ground. They were in need of serious medical attention. Joe thought quickly how he could help them. He would have to get them back to the medical tent if they had any chance to survive. But how could he move them? They were fighting out in the open with little cover and no way to move several men at a time. This wasn't just any man, though. It was Joe Rollino, the world's strongest man. Joe jumped into action and began to head toward the wounded soldiers. Eyewitnesses recall what happened next. They recount the story and say that they saw Joe pick up 2 men and put them under his left arm. Then he picked up 2 more men and put them under his right arm. He began to walk back toward the medical tent, bullets flying just above his head. Metal from nearby explosions lodged in his body. He carried 4 men to safety and then turned around and went back on the battlefield. Wounded, he continued to gather 4 men at a time and bring them back to the medical tent. Fellow soldiers said that he did this several times. Many men are indebted to his act of heroism. Rollino received a Silver Star, a Bronze Star, and 3 Purple Hearts for his bravery. With all of his injuries, he would spend a total of nearly 2 years in military hospitals during the war years. The word hero is used a lot in our world. We call our favorite sports player a hero. We look at music artists as heroes. Nothing wrong with admiring these highly talented people. They impact our lives in a positive way and should be commended for their talents. However, a hero is something more. I believe true heroes are men and women like Joe Rollino, people who sacrifice their lives in order to help the lives of others. Joe could have thought of himself and not assist his fellow soldiers. He could have not put himself at great risk to save their lives, but that wasn't what a hero would do. Joe Rollino was a hero, and he didn't think twice before laying it all on the line to protect his friends and fellow soldiers. We can't all be heroes like Joe Rollino, but we can look for moments of our lives to help others. We can be a hero to our children or the kids we coach or teach. We can be an example to them of selflessness, integrity, and love. Take the time to think of others, and when you have a chance to help someone and make their life better, take the opportunity. And like Joe Rollino, you will make the world around you a better place. If you like this story, please consider subscribing for more great content.